Okay, good morning everyone. Let us start. We can wait for your classmate to join us kasi it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So today's lesson is solving rational inequality. I hope you're ready with your pen and paper. Ilan nagsipasukan. So rational inequality is an inequality that involves rational expression. So yung process ng pagsosolve ng rational inequality is it's quite identical to the process for solving polynomial inequality. But of course, there are some few minor differences. The same lang din siya halos sa pag-solve ng rational equation. Sandali lang ha. Um, if you still remember solving linear inequality in grades, I think it's 7 and 8, when you are going to divide a negative number, you are going to reverse the inequality sign. So the inequality sign that I am talking about here are less than, sorry, less than, greater than. I hope you know how to read inequality symbol. Less than or equal, and this is greater than or equal. Be honest. Do you know how to read inequality symbols? You're familiar with this? Greater than. This is less than. This is less than or equal. And this is greater than or equal. Very good. At least clear tayo na marunong tayong magbasa ng inequality symbol. Kasi kung hindi, it's pointless na ituloy natin yung lesson na to kasi babalik tayo doon sa basic. Again, doon sa linear inequality, in solving linear inequality, you have to reverse the inequality sign once you divide a negative or you multiply a negative number. That is why rational inequality cannot be solved in the same way that we solve rational equation. Kasi kung natatandaan natin doon sa rational equation, ang unang-una natin ginagawa is to eradicate the denominator by multiplying it to the other side. Nagko-cross multiply tayo doon. Kasi dito sa rational inequality, clearing out the denominator won't work on rational inequality kasi hindi natin alam ang value ng x, whether it's a negative or a positive. Kasi pag yan ay negative, we have to reverse the inequality sign. Kaya hindi natin pwedeng i-multiply um, ang both side, the left and the right, with the denominator itself. Yung nagko-cross multiply tayo. So just a brief recap, an inequality may have infinitely many solutions. Kaya nga siya inequality. Hindi siya equality na iisa lamang ang sagot. The set of all solutions can be expressed using a set notation or interval notation. These notations are presented in the table below. All throughout the lesson ng ating general math, solutions are expressed in interval notation or set notation. So it's extremely important that you know how to read, hindi pala siya set notation plus kundi interval notation. All throughout the lesson, we are going to express our answer into interval notation. So when the interval notation is A, B parenthesis, meaning A is, example, we have 2, 3. It's not a coordinate. So meaning the solution set is from 2 to 3, including the numbers in between 2 and 3. So those are 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 hanggang kay 3. Kasama doon yung mga irrational numbers. Those are numbers which are repeating and non-terminating decimal. Non-terminating and non-repeating decimal. Yung repeating non-terminating ay rational yun ha. Baka magulo tayo. So, ibig sabihin ng 2 and 3, ang 2 ay excluded, ang 3 ay excluded. So, ito yung graph niya. Kaya siya naging open circle. When the interval notation is this one, 2 and 3, 2 is included, 3 is included as well. Kaya, naka-shaded yung ating 2 and 3. Kunyari, kapag yan ay 2 and then 3, pero naka-parenthesis ang 3 ay excluded, but 2 is included. Okay? Kapag yan ay naka-2, pero ang 3 ay naka-bracket, 2 is excluded, but 3 is included. Kasama ang 3, hindi kasama ang 2. Dito, hindi kasama ang 2 at saka ang 3. Dito, kasama ang 2 sa solution set, kasama ang 3 sa solution set. Dito, hindi kasama ang 3 pero kasama ang 2. Dito, kasama ang 3 pero hindi kasama ang 2. Huwag malilito sa symbol at sa paggamit ng bracket and parenthesis. Here, when I have 2 to positive infinity, ibig sabihin, hindi kasama ang 2. Lahat ng numbers greater than 2 kasama. Kaya naka-parenthesis ang infinity because we do not know what is the biggest positive numbers. We don't know what is the biggest number that is greater than 2. When we have this one, 2 to positive infinity, all the numbers greater than or equal to 2 are included. Lahat ng numbers na 2 or mas malaki kay 2 ay kasama. Okay? So when we have negative 2 to positive, negative infinity to 2, ibig sabihin yan, lahat ng numbers na mas maliit kay 2 kasama sa solution set. Hindi kasama ang 2, pero lahat ng numbers na mas maliit kay positive 2 ay kasama sa solution set. Okay? When we have the negative infinity to negative 2, lahat ng numbers na mas mababa kay negative 2, kay positive 2 pala, ay kasama, pati ang 2 kasama. Ulit, dito, lahat ng numbers na mas mababa kay 2, hindi kasama ang 2, kasama sa solution set. Dito, lahat ng numbers na mas mababa sa 2, pero kasama ang 2, kasama sa solution set. Kapag ganito naman, negative infinity to positive infinity, lahat ng real numbers ay kasama. Okay? The rationale behind giving you this slide is for you to visualize what's the use of the parenthesis and what's the use of the bracket. But not all the time, using the bracket and the parenthesis involves excluded and included. You have to check. You have to check the domain of the given rational inequality. Okay? Just a sort of review, let's find the solution set of the following linear. I say it's linear kasi para tayo ay ma-review. So solving linear inequality is quite the same, well, almost the same with solving linear equation. Pagkakaiba lamang nila, kapag nag-divide ka ng negative number, you have to reverse the inequality sign. So this will be negative 3x less than or equal to negative 23, you have to transpose this. This is positive 2. Negative 3x rather, less than or equal to negative 21. Dividing both sides by negative 3. Negative 3, as mentioned earlier, you divide both sides by a negative number or you multiply both sides by a negative number, you have to reverse the inequality sign. The less than or equal will become greater than or equal, negative 7. Negative 21 divided by 3 is negative 7. So the SS or the solution set there in interval, in set notation rather, in interval notation pala, mali ako, in set notation will be, kasama ba yung negative 7 or hindi sa solution set? It's just a yes or a no question. Kasama ba yung solution set? Kasama ba ang negative 7 sa solution set? Yes or no? Yes, that's correct, Jeremy. Kasama siya, so magba-bracket ba ako or magpa-parenthesis? Andrea? Bracket ba ang gagamitin ko o parenthesis? Ang solution set kasi nito ay kapag ka naka-set notation tayo, ay naka-ano tayo, yung listing method will be, mamaya na muna, sige, bracket ba or parenthesis? Uy, sagutin niyo ako. Nandito in-explain ko yan kanina, pagkakaiba ng bracket sa parenthesis. Mahaba ang lesson natin, kaya bilisan nyo. Nasa review pa lang ako. Magba-bracket ba ako or magpa-parenthesis? Ang sabi niyo, kasama ang -7 sa solution set. Kung kasama ang -7 sa solution set, anong gagamitin? Bracket or parenthesis? John Mark?
Bracket po.
That's correct. Bracket ang gagamitin natin. Bakit nagiging bracket yan? Tandaan natin na yung lesson natin ng grade 7, kapag pinapalista sa atin ng teacher yan, ang magiging solution set niyan ay magsisimula sa -7. Greater than -7, that's -6, -5, -4. Tapos naglalagay siya ng dot, dot, dot. Ibig sabihin ng dot, dot, dot na yan, hindi yan basta dot. That means unending siya hanggang infinity. So the solution set will be bracket -7 hanggang kay positive infinity. Lahat ng infinity, it's negative or positive infinity, kailangan lagi siyang naka-parenthesis kasi hindi natin alam ang pinakamalaki, positive number rather, at hindi natin alam ang pinakamaliit na negative number. Okay? Let's have number 2. 7 minus 4x less than -5 minus 6x. So lahat ng may x, you combine it to the left side. So this will be -4x plus 6x less than. -5, you transpose this, plus 7. This will be 2x less than +2. Dividing both side by 2, dahil yung aking dinivide is a positive number, we don't need to change the inequality sign. The less than inequality sign will remain less than. Can you give me the solution set in interval notation? Sige, analyze muna natin. Bracket or parenthesis?
Parenthesis, sir.
That's correct, John Mark. So ano magiging solution set niyan? Numbers less than 1. So hindi kasama ang 1. Kahit na transpose po. Yes, Christopher. Ang rulings lang dyan, magbabago ka lang ng inequality sign kapag nag-divide ka ng negative number. Sir, di po ba negative yung 7? Ay, sorry. Oo nga pala, no? Negative. Ulitin natin. Sorry, thank you for that. Akala ko tinutukoy mo ay ang tinutukoy mo ay yung anong pangalan nito? Yung pag-reverse ng inequality sign. That's correct. Dapat ito pala ay -7. So this is 2x less than -12. Dividing both side by 2, ang x ay less than -6. So same pa din, parenthesis. Who can give me the solution set? Parenthesis daw eh. So malamang -6 ang simula. Ay mali, this -6. Malamang parenthesis ang simula. Ano yung mga numbers less than -6? Saan patungo yung solution set? Pa -5 o pa -7?
Pa -5, sir.
Mas malaki ba ang -5 kaysa -7 ay -6?
-7 pala, sir.
-7. Hindi ba sa number line, ito yung 0, this is 1, 2, 3. Balikan natin yung lesson ng grade 7. Sa number line, as you go far away of 0, going to the right, the number becomes bigger. But as you go far away, going to the left, the number is decreasing. In other words, kapag nasa right side ka, habang lumalayo ka ng lumalayo sa zero, lumalaki ng lumalaki ang value mo. Samantalang kapag nasa left side ka, habang papalayo ka ng papalayo sa zero, lumiliit ng lumiliit ang value ng number. That's why negative 2 is less than negative 1. Negative 3 is less than negative 2. Negative 4 is less than negative 3. And likewise, negative 6 is less than negative 5. So negative 7, negative 8, negative 9, hanggang ka-infinity. So from negative infinity to negative 6 ang solution set. Laging nasa left side ang maliit na number at laging nasa right side ang malaking number. It's improper to say that the solution set there is negative 6 to negative infinity. This is wrong. Okay? Mali na gagawin mong negative 6 to negative infinity. Kasi ang rulings niyan ay dapat, ang negative, the smaller number must be placed on the left side. Mas maliit kasi yung negative infinity because we don't know what's the smallest negative number, kaya siya ang mauuna. Let's have the last review. My God, malapit na matapos yung time natin. To solve and graph the solution set, paano siya i-graph? Gaya ng sinabi ko kanina, it's pointless to multiply both sides by the denominator because we don't know what's the value of x. Kapag yan ay negative o yan ay positive, magbabago siya. So instead, we are going to transpose 1/4 to the left side to make the right side equal to 0. That's the first thing that you are going to do. Make the right side equal to 0. And then solving for this, the LCD is 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1 times negative x, that's negative x. Minus 8 divided by 4, that's 2, times 1, that's 2. Greater than or equal to 0. And then, anong sunod? Let's multiply both sides here by 8 to make it negative x minus 2 to be greater than or equal to 0. Because 0 times 8 is 0. Solving for x, we have there positive 2. Mag-divide ako dito ng negative. So ang x ko dito ay magbabago ulit ang symbol natin ng inequality kasi nag-divide tayo ng negative. Kung greater than or equal yan, magiging less than or equal to negative 2. So the solution set here is bracket or parenthesis. Anyone? Bracket or parenthesis?
Bracket, sir.
Bracket,
Correct.
sir.
Bracket siya kasi gumagamit tayo ng bracket kapag ganito, class. Greater than or equal, less than or equal, but not all the time, ha? Kasi i-check din natin yung kaniyang domain. Ito yung bracket. Gumagamit tayo ng parenthesis kapag ang given ay less than or greater than. Parenthesis naman ang ginagamit natin. But again, we have to check the domain. So the solution set there is less than or equal to negative 2. That's from negative infinity to negative 2 bracket. Mali na sabihin mo na negative 2 bracket to negative infinity. Dapat mauuna ang negative, ang smaller number. Ang sabi niya, graph. So para mag-graph natin yan, I am using a software. It's called GeoGebra. You can download it in your tablet. This is the fastest way how to graph an equation. Para lang ma-visualize mo siya, pero I would appreciate if you are going to do it manually para ma-appreciate mo yung beauty ng math. Negative x over, that's 8. I think greater than or equal. This is the greater than or equal. Nakikita naman sa baba. Hindi ko siya masulatan kasi software siya. Greater than or equal to 1/4 here. So this will be the graph of paano ko ba ito tanggalin? Anyway, hindi ko siya matanggal. Ayun. This is the graph of negative x over 8 greater than or equal to 1/4. So lahat nung naka-shade, yun yung solution set niya. Which make it sense because the solution set earlier is from negative infinity. Mula dito yung negative, hindi ko siya masulatan. Kaya bang sulatan? Kaya pala. Mula dito kay itong part na to, ito yung negative infinity papunta doon. So mula lang dito kay negative 2, hindi ito kasama. Hindi ito solution set. Ito yung solution set. Yung naka-shade sa graph. Okay? So, nilagay ko yan kanina. That's one. Yun yung magiging solution set. 30 minutes na, hindi pa ako nagsisimula. So, the steps in solving rational inequality, takitype po kung hindi naintindihan, binibilisan ko kasi it's 10:30. So, we have now, write the inequality in standard form. That is, we transfer all non-zero terms to the left side. Yun ang ginawa natin kanina. Ginawa natin zero yung right side. Lahat ng expressions na nasa right side, i-transpose natin sa left side. Leaving only zero on the right side. We have to stress out this one. Leaving zero on the right side. And then the second step will be, you factor the numerator in the denominator and find all real zeros where both numerator and the denominator are zero. Step 2 deals with the critical numbers. The critical numbers are numbers which will make the rational inequality zero. Ano-ano ang magpapasiro sa inequality natin? I mean, sa rational inequality natin. In step number 3, you plot the real zeros on the number line, dividing the number line into intervals. And last, choose a test number that is easy to compute with in each interval and evaluate the inequality for each number to define the ranges of the solution. And write down the solution of the original inequality and draw the graph if required. So we are not going to draw the graph dito kasi tatagalan tayo. So first, we have to find the solution set. Una kong isasuggest na hanapin nyo ay ang domain. Sa mga nakalimot na, pag sinabing domain, those are the values of the variable that will make the function or that will make the inequality defined. Masyado siyang marami, kaya babalik ta rin natin. Yung domain, hanapin natin yung magpapa-undefined doon sa given. Nagiging undefined ang given kapag yung denominator natin ay 0. Kailan magiging 0 ang denominator natin dyan sa given na x squared plus 4x plus 3 over x minus 1 to be greater than 0? Anyone? Kailan 0 ang denominator? Tignan niyo ang denominator natin, x minus 1. Ano dapat yung value ng x kung hinahanap ko na masa-0 siya? Do I need to show when is x minus 1 equal to 0? That's correct, Andrea. 1. Kala ko kailangan ko pa ipakita yung solution. O sige, pakita natin for the benefits of those students na nalilito. X minus 1 should not be equal to 0 kasi magiging undefined siya. Solving for x, so x must not be equal to 1. So ang domain natin dito is a set of all real numbers. Lahat pwede except x not equal to 1. Yun ang domain natin. Real numbers, take note of the symbol ng real number. Real number meaning everything is possible except 1. So babantayan mo na hindi mo masasama sa solution set si real number. Step number 1, dapat ang right side ay 0. Sa case ng problem number 1, naka-0 na ang right. So we proceed to step number 2. Step number 2, hanapin natin yung mga critical numbers. In critical numbers, yun yung magpapa-0 sa given. Okay? Isa dyan ay ang 1. Para malaman natin kung ano-ano yung magpapa-0 sa given, factoring would be a good strategy. So we have to factor x squared plus 4x plus 3 all over x minus 1 to be greater than 0. So ang factor po ng x squared plus 4x plus 3 ay x plus 3, x plus 1 over x minus 1 greater than 0. Okay? So ang critical number ngayon, numbers, will be x plus 3 equals 0, x is equal to negative 3. Isa ang negative 3 sa magpapa-0 sa given. Second, x plus 1 equals 0, x is equal to negative 1. Yun yung pangalawa. At ang pangatlo, x minus 1 equals 0, x is equal to positive 1. So the critical numbers are negative 3, negative 1, at saka 1. Tapos ngayon, gagawa natin siya ng test value. It's called table. So we have x plus 3, x plus 1. Kailangan ko ng pasensya no sa lesson na to kasi alam ko mahaba to at mahirap. So hindi ko alam kung paano ang mga kaklase nyo. Ang sinusulat ko po ito ha. Meron akong x plus 3, meron akong x plus 1, yung product ng numerator, yung denominator, at saka yung pag-divide ng numerator at saka ng denominator. I-arrange natin in ascending order yung mga critical numbers. So magsimula tayo kay negative 3, negative 1. Tanggalin ko nga to. This is positive 1. Ito po ay positive infinity. Ito ay negative infinity. Tingnan niyo muna kung paano ko ni-rearrange. Hindi po pwedeng magbaliktad na mauuna yung negative 1 kay negative 3. Hindi po pwedeng mauuna ang 1 kay 3 in ascending order. So parang nasa number line ako. Negative infinity, negative 3, negative 1, positive 1, and then positive infinity. Remember that x plus 3 is 0 at x is negative 3. X plus 1 is 0 at x is negative 1. X minus 1 is 0 when x is positive 1. Okay? Parang nasa number line na isipin nyo. Kuha ka ng number na nasa left ni negative 3. Say for example, negative 10. Check mo dito. Negative 10 plus 3, the answer is negative 7. Kunin mo lang yung sign. That's negative. Kuha ka ng number na nasa right ni negative 3. Yung pinakamadaling masolve. Kunyari, 0. 0 plus 3, 3 ibig sabihin positive. Malamang positive to. Malamang positive to. X plus 1. 0 siya dito. Kuha ka ng number na madaling isolve na nasa left niya. Say for example, negative 3. Kasi nasa left siya ni negative 1, di ba? Negative 3 plus 1, that's negative 2. Ang sign ay negative. Malamang negative din to. Sa right naman tayo. Kuha ka ng number na nasa right ni 0. Say for example, ang nasa right ni 0 ay positive 2. 2 plus 1 ay 3. Ang sagot ng 3 ay positive. Positive dito, positive. Kung 0 to, negative to, negative, negative. Sino-shortcut ko na. Sana naintindihan pa rin ako, kahit na masyadong madaming nakikita na solution. Tapos, ano to? Kahit hindi ko na isolve. Negative, positive.
Positive.
Very good. Since we are concerned about multiplication, x plus 3 multiplied by x plus 1, ibig sabihin negative times negative, it's positive. Positive times negative, it's negative. Positive times positive, it's positive. Positive times positive, it's positive. Nasusundan pa ba ako? Sign lang po ang aking kinukuha dyan. The last one, we have this. Nakuha na natin to kanina. Ito yan. At saka ito yan. So divide naman. Positive divided by negative, it's negative. Negative divided by negative, it's positive. Positive divided by negative, it's negative. Positive divided by positive, it's positive. But our given is greater than 0. Ang negative ba ay greater than 0? Mas malaki ba yung negative kaysa 0?
Hindi po.
Hindi. Kasi hindi to kasama sa solution set. Hindi rin to kasama sa solution set. Tama ba? So ang solution set natin ay ito lang. Positive. Bakit? Dahil dito. Greater than 0 dapat. So ang solution set ngayon, balikan natin ang domain, dapat hindi kasama si positive 1. So mula dito, ang ating solution set papunta dito. Bracket parenthesis. Ang dami natin i-consider sa lesson na to. Bracket ba ang gagamitin? Oo. Tingnan mo ang given, greater than, parenthesis siya. Nagba-bracket lang tayo kapag ka ang given ay, ano yung sinabi ko kanina? Ganito. Saan na yun? Ito yung bracket. Ito yung parenthesis. So dahil ang given natin ay naka-ano lang siya, naka-greater than, so parenthesis siya. Parenthesis, negative 3 hanggang kay negative 1, yun. Tapos, ano yung isa? Positive 1 hanggang kay positive infinity. Naka-parenthesis ang 1, kaya okay na siya. Question? Sige, you try to digest the solution. No one is typing question or clarification. So let us proceed. That's one. So solve 3x plus 1 over x plus 4. Hindi natin makuha muna ang domain kasi ang first step is dapat yung nasa right side ay dapat 0. So we have to transpose daw muna yung 1 dito sa left side, kaya siya maging negative 1. Lakihan ko. Tapos solving for that, we have, di ba yung 1 understood over 1 din siya. So i-cross multiply mo lang. So this will be 3x. Sige na, mag-LCD na ako. Wag na. Diretso na natin. Plus 1 minus x minus 4 over x plus 4. Ang ginawa ko lang dyan, 3x plus 1 over x plus 4 minus 1. Understood kasi over 1 yan, di ba? 3x times 1, that is 3x plus 1. X times 4 times negative 1, that's negative 1 times x plus 4 over x times 4 times 1, x plus 4 times 1, that's x plus 4. So we have 3x plus 1, negative times x, that's negative x, negative times 4, that's negative 4, over x plus 4. Kaya ko ito nakuha. Then simplifying, we have 3x, not 3x, but 2x minus 3 over x plus 4, which give us the domain as, anong domain? Kailan nagiging 0 ang denominator? Kapag yung x ay ano? X plus 4. Kailan nagiging 0 yung x plus 4? Ano dapat yung value ng x para mag-0 ang x plus 4?
Plus negative 4.
Dalawa? Kasi pag plus negative 4 yan, 4 plus 4 is 8. Negative 4 lang. That's correct, Andrea. So ang domain neto is a set of all real number such that x must not be equal to negative 4. Kasi negative 4 plus 4, 0. So lahat pwede maliban kay negative 4. Ang next step is hanapin ang critical number. Critical numbers, yun yung magpapa-0 sa denominator. Since ang ating numerator ay naka-factor na, ang denominator ay naka-factor niya, pwede na tayong maghanap diretso ng critical number nang hindi na sila pina-factor kasi naka-factor na siya. So 2x minus 3 at saka yung isa x plus 4. Ito ay 2x equals 3. So x natin dito ay equal kay 3 over 2. Isa sa magpapa-0 sa ating given ay 3 over 2. Ito naman, ang isa din sa magpapa-0 ay negative 4. So ang critical number natin ay negative 4 at 3 over 2. So dalawa. Next, this is 2x minus 3. Ito naman ay x plus 4. Tapos yung kabuuan, 2x minus 3 over x plus 4. Anong mauna ko isulat? 3 over 2 or negative 4?
Negative 4.
That's correct. So negative 4, this is 3 over 2, this is positive infinity, and this is negative infinity. 0 ang 2x minus 3 kay 3 over 2, 0 siya dyan. 0 naman ang x plus 4 kay negative 4. Ano to? Negative, positive. Left ni 0. Ano yung nasa left ni 0? Negative, positive.
Negative.
Negative to, negative to. Ito ay ano?
Positive.
Correct. Ano to?
Positive.
Correct. Correct. Ito ay negative. Susundan. Para ka lang nasa number line. Kung nasaan ang 0, tingnan mo. Tapos left niya negative, right niya positive. Next, negative. This is divide. So negative divided by negative, this is positive. Negative divided by positive, this is negative. Positive divided by positive, that's positive. Ang kailangan ko ay greater than. So sino ang greater than sa tatlo? Ito ba? Ito ba? O ito ba? Yung negative ba o yung positive ang solution set? John Mark.
Sir, positive po.
That's correct. Ang sunod kong tanong, bracket ba or parenthesis?
Bracket po.
Parenthesis.
Correct. Bracket siya kasi greater than. Ngayon, dahil naka-bracket siya, titingnan mo ang domain. Dapat hindi kasama si negative 4. So, ang magiging solution set natin ay negative infinity to negative 4. Supposed to be, dapat magkaka-bracket ka dyan kasi naka-greater than. But since restricted ang value ng ating x doon sa domain, you will be using parenthesis. Yun ang sinasabi ko na hindi siya lagi-lagi. Yun, si 3 over 2 ang naka-bracket ngayon hanggang kay positive infinity. Tingnan nyo kung paano ko ginamit yung symbol. Okay. Now, I want you to try number 3. Madali na siya kasi naka-factor na yung x minus 7 sa kay x minus 1. We'll give you 5 minutes. Would you like me to change the slide para meron kayong pattern? Oy, sumagot kayo. Wala na naman kayo sa Google Meet. Gusto nyo ba ilipat ko yung slide para meron kayong titingnan?
Sige po, sir.
Kopyahin nyo muna yung problem. X minus 7 over x minus 1. Okay. Ito yung tingnan niyo. Huwag niyong kakalimutang hanapin yung domain. Kasi babalikan niyo siya once you are going now to write your solution set. Sabi kayo kung saan kayo dumikit, ha? Ay, sagot na. Okay. We'll show you the solution and then you check kung saan kayo nagkamali. We are running out of time. The domain here is a set of all real numbers such that x must not be equal to 1. So lahat pwede maliban kay positive 1 because it will make the given undefined. 0 kasi siya kapag ka 1. So x minus 7 over x minus 1 to be less than 0. Next is to find the critical numbers. Kasi ang ating right side ay 0 na. So let's proceed to step number 2. Naka-factor na ang numerator at saka yung denominator. So that's equal to 0. Ito equal to 0. So one of the critical number is 7 and the other critical number is 1. So it's 1 and 7. 0 siya kay 1, 0 din siya kay 7. Then plot natin siya sa table. That will be x minus 7 and then x minus 1. Tapos yung kabuuan na x minus 7, x minus 1. Isusulat natin muna si 1 and then this is 7 and this is the positive infinity and this is the negative infinity. Ang ating x minus 7 ay 0 kay 7. Ito naman ay 0 kay 1. Negative, negative, this is positive. Nasundan? Kung bakit ganon? Diniretso ko na ha. Left of 0 is negative, right of 0 is positive. This is positive, this is positive, this is negative. Since this is division, negative divided by negative, this is positive. Negative divided by positive, this is negative. And positive divided by positive, that's positive. But we want that our solution set must be less than 0. So less than 0, ito lang po yung solution set natin. So the solution set will be, since that is less than, so basically we will be using the parentheses. So the solution set is 1 and 7. Question, saan dumikit? Hindi ko kayo nakikita kasi wala naman kayong camera na ino-open, and I would discourage you to open your camera, especially if you are using mobile data, kasi kakain siya ng malaking bandwidth internet connection. Ang isa lang sa maibibigay ko sa inyo ay tiwala na yung mga example na nilalagay ko dyan ay susubukan nyo siyang sagutan. Kasi once na titingnan nyo lamang siya, hindi nyo talaga yan maiintindihan. Kasi as mentioned to the end times, mathematics is a skills. Let's have another example. We still have 9 minutes more. Kaya pa to. Yung number 4, kopyahin nyo, tapos ililipat ko sa slide na nauna kasi almost the same lang silang dalawa. Ang ginamit lang dyan ay greater than. Kanina ay naka-less than tayo. Kopyahin nyo muna yung x plus 7 over x minus 3. Greater than 0 kasi ililipat ko. Sige, gayahin nyo to. Mag-give you last minute. Kasi may mga, yung next section ay papasok na. Okay, it's 10:57. Sige, you check your own work kung hindi natapos. Excuse me. So yung domain natin dito ay set of all real numbers such that x must not be equal to positive 3. You find the critical numbers. Critical numbers there are x plus 7. From John Mark is negative infinity to negative 7. Yun. 3. Ay, bakit 1? Saan galing ang 1 John Mark? Wala naman tayong 1 dyan.
3 pala yun, sir. 3 pala.
3. Oh. The solution set is correct. From negative infinity to negative 7, union 3 to positive infinity. Okay? So, let's make it fast kasi nasa waiting na yung nasa waiting room na yung next na section. So, x plus 7, x is equal to negative 7. Yung isa naman ay x minus 3 equals 0. X is equal to positive 3. So, table tayo. We have x plus 7, x minus 3, and then x plus 7, yung kabuuan, saka x minus 3. Ang critical numbers are negative 7 and 3. So this is negative 7, this is 3. Negative infinity to positive infinity. So we have na 0 ito kay negative 3. So negative, right ay positive, left ay negative, right ay positive. This is division. So negative divided by negative, that's positive. Positive divided by negative, that's negative. Positive divided by positive, that's positive. But we wanted our solution set must be greater than 0. This is the greater than 0. So the solution set there is from negative infinity to negative 7 to union positive 3 up to positive infinity. Okay? You are going to include this one in your activity number 4 to number 5. Ang number 5 ay naka-factor na siya. Kaya, titingnan nyo na lamang or gagawin nyo na lamang ay yung critical numbers. Kasama po yung example number 5 sa isusulat or ipo-forward nyo sa akin sa Google Classroom. And this one. Activity 5 pala, sorry. Paki-screenshot kasi baka bukas or sa Thursday ko pa yan ma-send. Okay? Thank you for joining the class and see you next Monday. You can please leave the room now para makapasok na yung next na klase. We'll send you the copy of this presentation after ng klase ko mamaya.